Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not-so-solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. It's been a long time since I've had a good winter-themed frosty joke. I mean, Flower, I like the idea. I think there's something very fun about, we gotta make sure that all the, Santa Claus can get all the gifts to all of the good little children around the world. But we have to also make sure that Krampus does not steal from the, naughty children around the world. Steal their lives, obviously. I feel like there's a horrific kind of, either Krampus sort of myth or something to that effect. This microphone is in my face. So I'm experimenting with a new thing here with this microphone. You'll notice it's much more present in the frame. The reason for that is that I want it on this side. This is where chat is, and so this is the direction in which I talk. But I don't like how it looks, and it's probably going to bother me for a long time. So let's try to fix it. Hup. Can I do this? Nope. We'll figure it out. Oh, Santa Claus! I like that. I'll keep footsing about. Please let me know if it's either impossible to hear me or if I'm super off mic or whatever.
Well, it's not impossible, but...
Not impossible, say again, Crosshair?
Well, it's not impossible to hear you, but...
Sorry, so it's not impossible, but is it hard?
No.
Okay, just checking. Because I am now, quite a bit off mic, so I just want to make sure that people, including yourself, Crosshair, can hear me, despite my silly way of doing things here.
I can, and hello.
And hello, that's right. I am, of course, as I said, not so solo. Today we are, of course, joined by the Crosshair. The Crosshare, as you might have been known in a previous month. Or this month, who knows?
Yeah, I think I was Crosshare. I can't remember what the other one was, but...
Oh, wait, here we go. Hang on, one more.
Oh, right. Crosshair.
Crosshair? Is that what you said?
Crosshair, like that G.
Oh, the gross hair. Perfect. Oh boy. I wish you could do anything fun with my name, but you can't, and we're not gonna try. All right, that's
so. We used to play by mail with my brother long time ago. Send in snail mail and get a response back, like role-playing game. And I had a character named Satan Claus.
Would you, just out of curiosity, would you only send mail from Satan Claus in the holiday months, or just anytime Satan Claus is just out there? Oh yeah. That's quite charming.
It was one of those old school scams, basically. That's what all the things were like. Pay to play and stuff like that, but
I mean, it sounds like a really fun way of kind of keeping in touch with somebody in a way that's I feel like it would be sort of almost mini little role-playing games, but via letter.
Yeah, but we sent the letter to a company that sent us the response then.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant you and your brother were corresponding via mail with character names.
No.
Okay. Well, that's much funnier then. Dear Walmart, hello. I am the personification of evil. Please send me 3 toys this Christmas. Sincerely, Satan Claus.
Well, we do have our evil Santa Claus here also, which is named Nuuttipukki, which is a character dressed all in black with a mask of a goat that comes to your house, and if you don't have drinks and food for him, he takes away your children.
Damn. I mean, evil things gotta eat, I get it.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful twist on the classic Western tradition of he works hard, you should probably give him a little snack. Guy's pretty jolly, he likes to eat cookies. Hi, Alzul, welcome to Doomed. We're talking spooky holiday traditions. Flower, throw that notipukki. I think I just guessed at that. Throw that in your scenario. That'll be great.
I'll try to find a image of it and send it after the game
Excellent.
to Discord. So
Yes, I was going to say, and the place to put it and to see it will be on the Discord, which is where we do all of our fun things. Oi, thank you very much for that as well. The Crosshair, yes, indeed, we are going to be playing we're going to be continuing Scenario 4 of the fan-made campaign Souls of Darkness, Scenario 4 called Unhallowed Oath. Excuse me, I was unable to pick it back up this past week due to work commitments and various things, but I'm really excited to be back in the thick of it, as it were. Oh my god, Flower, is that true? That's horrible. It's Monday, 9 a.m. Have you taken down your Christmas decorations yet? I was just about to do it. Please, no.
I approve of this message.
I think that's so good. I think that's fab. What
We
else
need also a witch before December. So if anybody speaks about the Christmas or stuff like that before tomorrow.
We hear you. We're absolutely... Come on, guys. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it is tomorrow, isn't it? Well, sheesh.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Team, we're back. The second part of Unhallowed Oath, the fourth scenario of the fan-made campaign Souls of Darkness here in Arkham Horror, the card game. Crosshair and I, as always, will do a little recap of the story of the scenario so far, just to get us back to where we were, and then we're going to dive in, because, as we were discussing just before the stream, we have a plan. It's like most of a plan, as per the Crosshair's famed catchphrase. May I call it a catchphrase? Is that fair?
Well, kind of. I stole it from friends.
Oh, I didn't know that. Jeez. Oh, actually, I probably should know. Well, I've never really liked Friends that much, so perhaps that would make sense. Perhaps that would make sense as to why I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't like Friends either. Well, I tolerate you, but...
Hey, thank you. And Flower is very much correct. What do you think I'm doing here? Originality is indeed for losers. Okay, not as a reminder, let's do story so far. Rex and Wendy coming out of their strange dreamscape fire walk with me from Twin Peaks situation, found themselves on the outskirts of a village in or near the Carpathian Mountains, I don't know, in Romania. Ironically enough, or perhaps coincidentally enough, the familial home of the Dragonescu family, Vladimir, or whoever his name was, Nikolai, sorry, I'm just making things up now, was one of the people at the auction way back in Scenario 1. So, interesting. Yeah, they found themselves on the outskirts of town where Rex certainly does not speak the language, but he is intrepid and he is trying to figure out what's going on. Why is everyone so tight-lipped around the village? What are they afraid of? And can they find their way to the Dragonescu castle? Yeah, so far, Rex has been attempting to interview people and gather evidence from around the town. They spoke with the innkeeper. Some people were... I'll get to what all these cards mean in a moment. Some people were cagey, distrustful, terse, nervous. He went through the town square, the butcher shop, the courthouse, and the market. He's met a number of different villagers, at least one of whom has to be trustworthy, right? And that's where we're at right now. Crosshair, what has Wendy been up to?
Wendy pissed off an innkeeper, then went to the monastery to have a drink, and then found some friends at the graveyard.
Yes.
Who are over here.
The friends, of course, are perhaps not... well, not that friendly as of now, but they're what is an enemy if not just a friend you haven't made?
Yeah. What's an enemy but a friend that you haven't stabbed yet?
Exactly correct. They are that. Yeah. So perhaps more specifically, poking around in the cemetery at night, Wendy Adams found herself confronted by Sister Yolanda, who was conducting some sort of blood rite in the cemetery. She had with her a thrall, or someone in her thrall, I guess, and they are now chasing Wendy back into town, where I think we're hoping that Wendy and Rex can find some way to handle them as they attempt to also find someone they can freaking trust.
Yeah.
And that's the story so far. I'll do a little recap of the agenda and the act as well, but as a reminder, there's a couple things going on in this scenario. The first is that there's a day and a night cycle, so every agenda flip brings us from day to night, or night to day. During the daytime, most of the villagers are out and about and can be spoken with, and the treacheries and things that come up are more, daytime related, perhaps psychological. And then at night, a lot of the villagers go to sleep, but a lot of the scary things come out, and we're in trouble. The other big kind of mechanical thing that's going on in this scenario, as I've mentioned before, the story so far, Rex and Wendy are looking for a villager to trust. What does that mean? It means that there are 5 villagers on the board, each of which has a little act deck that's been randomly constructed and attached to them. My understanding is that 2 of these act decks will end in betrayal, so they cannot be trusted. 3 of them, I believe, will end in good stuff. Or no, maybe it's the other way around. Is it 3 and 5?
Other way around.
It's the other way around. Of course it is. All right, well, that makes sense then. Yeah, there we go. 3 of the 5 townsfolk are hostile. There's also evidence around the town that you can sort of speak to people who are not those villagers directly and try to get some information. By revealing acts that are on, there are so many acts on the board here. By revealing acts, we are revealing green, yellow, or red cards and symbols. If we are to reveal a matching pair of symbols, that will tell us both that that villager is probably trustworthy, but also it will give us evidence. Ooh, which I'm really looking forward to finding some, because we've managed to flip over 4 cards and none of them match. It is what it is.
Yeah. And also, yellow are cautious to proceed, and green are okay to proceed, but there's also one villager who has a yellow card, but still is bad.
Yeah, and we don't know how that works yet, really, because it says here, there are ways to obtain additional information to be certain before you advance an act. So, presumably, that would be these revelations, or things like, I've noticed on the courthouse, there's an ability that we can look at the B side of any act in play.
Monastery has one also.
Right, but we're looking for specific, I don't know, story pieces. I don't really know what they are, but we'll see where we get to. However, we have more pressing issues to attend to, which is that indeed there is a witch and her thrall. Sorry, I don't know what she is. Sorry, what is she? She's a monster. A monster and her thrall coming into town during the day, and hopefully to get their butts kicked.
Or as Wendy would say, she's an amateur.
An amateur. I like that. Excellent, Wendy. Well, that implies that Wendy is a professional. Well then, and I think
something. Professional at something.
Professional at something, but we don't know what. I'll just do a quick recap of my board state, mostly for me. Rex has May O'Brien's camera, but no May O'Brien. She's tragically lost in the dreamscape. He has his notes, his lucky coin that he brought with him from the auction, the crimson veil that matched a very similar veil that he found in the market. Perhaps there is a connection. Dr. Mallison somehow made his way over here as well. His invention's probably something time or space travel related. His press pass, not literally, but figuratively. And he's a quick study. But the treachery here. Trepidations. He's obviously a little concerned that there's nobody to trust. After an act advances or a location, evidence is revealed. I have to take a horror, but after an enemy is defeated at your location, discard trepidations. So that is my board state. I have plans for what to do, or Rex has plans for what to do. Wendy also has a lot of stuff going on here, unsurprisingly, perhaps.
Yeah, chalice of blood, some alcohol. She is tried to burgle the town at least once. Got her running shoes on, backpack, amulet, book of blood, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And then some underground contacts, and she's a bit delirious from all the drinking, but...
Right, which Rex assumes is probably for having stayed up all night because she's so young, but of course, as you say, is probably more like drinking on the steps of the monastery.
Yeah. With or without blood, maybe.
With or without blood. Okay. Well, that then means that we're ready to go. Who amongst us should start?
I know what I'm doing, so... At least... Oh, but you might be doing a thing.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do a thing that does anything, so...
Okay, well then I say go for it. That makes sense, right? I think that makes
or
sense.
rather, should you go first, then I can change my plan.
In case it reveals additional information. Well, Rex's plan, since he's been staking out the market all night and found a stall selling a veil very similar to his, he wants to speak to Daciana Aspru, the merchant. As a reminder, she has 3 clues on her, but a parley ability that allows me to get the clues off of her. The act attached to her says, if she has no clues, I can spend 2 clues to advance this act, find some information. So my plan is talk to her thrice, hopefully advance an act, which will give me 1 more action with press pass. I know I'm announcing it all in advance, and I probably shouldn't. And hello to you, Mistrich. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today, of course, by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Hello. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I don't really want to, I don't want to just kind of go all in on these tests, because well, no, I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just going to test. So 5 to 2. A tablet, -3. That's a clue off of Miss Asperu? Yeah. She speaks some English. Rex has picked up a couple of words of greeting in Romanian. Perfect, Mistrich. Hell yeah. Well, I hope I don't distract you by saying too many numbers or anything like that. Let's go again. He's going to continue to talk to her. Fuck! Damn it! -4. See, this is why I'm so... 3 up should pass most tests, but it won't pass all tests. Okay. Fail. I need to go again, and then hopefully I might have to come back for her at a later time. Or do I do something else?
I'm probably gonna end up at the market anyway, so...
Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can imagine, Mistrich. I haven't used a lot of Foundry, so I'm not familiar with it, but I'm glad to hear that the payoff works well. If I somehow spent a clue fast, I could get an extra action. So actually, let's do that. I'm gonna go again, Crosshair. I'm going to quick study to drop a clue on my location, which gives me +3 to this test. So hang on, that's 1, 2. This is my 3rd action, and I will have 1 more after this. So I'm now at 8 to 2, talking. He's attempting to learn more from her by pushing her a little bit. She seems to be blocking him, but perhaps he can find something. Curse, -3. I was 6 up, so that's still good. And we take the curse out of the bag. Clue off of her, and I have 1 more action because of press pass. Let's go 5 to 2. Can we do it? We gotta try. Cultist? -1, reveal another token. So so frustrating. Okay. -3. If you fail, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Strix enemy, spawn it, shuffle the encounter deck. Oh my god, that is so... I think there's...
1.
1, yes. It is in the encounter deck. I will spawn it. What does it say? Aloof Hunter. So, while attempting to press the merchant, a sudden cawing sound catches his ear. Oh, here, let's see what it says. According to Antonius Liberalis' Metamorphoses, the Strix is described as a bird that cries by night, a harbinger of war and civil strife to men. It's a 2/1/2 Chaos Peddler. Okay, an Aloof Hunter. When an investigator at this location plays or commits a card, discard a random card from your hand and draw a card. Okay, well. I am...
I'm not gonna come there, then.
No, well, unless you don't mind ditching a random card to draw a fresh card, but probably not, yeah. I'm frustrated that I was unable to get... to do 3 things in 1 turn, but it is what it is. And that's it. So Rex has now been thoroughly distracted by the birds that are coming to... that are swarming the market.
I don't think it triggers for everyone, Flower, because it does say discard a random card from your hand.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you always refers to the performing investigator or the lead investigator if it's not clear who. Because it could be like... Yeah. Interesting, though, because then what if we were both here and... What if we were both here and you did one? Because then you'd be an investigator. And then I am the you, so that would... But anyway, maybe it might... If we were both at the same location, I feel like... I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, honestly, I'm not sure, but I feel like the effect should be limited to the location, but... I don't know.
Yeah, it should be like... At this location, it means that if there's one investigator, then that person, of course, discards. But I don't think it applies to both investigators at the location, but...
I don't know. Because I think Flower makes an interesting point, which is like a reading of it says, I'm at this location, me. So when I do something... No, that doesn't make sense. Because, it would then, I think, say all investigators discard a random card from their hand. That's how I would probably phrase it. If it was meant to affect everybody. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I'll pass the turn. I'm furious that Miss Asprey is keeping her secrets, but I will hopefully get them from her at some point.
Well, speaking of rules things, if I use Wendy's amulet to play an event from the discard pile, it goes into my deck, right?
At the bottom of your deck, yeah, specifically.
Yeah,
right.
Even if I play it from discard.
Correct,
Because it's
play an event or discard an event from playing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's specifically to prevent you from being like, well, it's still in the discard. Whoop, boop, boop, just play it forever, you know. Yeah, that's correct.
That would be fun.
I think it would be very fun.
Especially if there's a card that discards the bottom card of your deck.
Oh.
Anyway, I will be doing that because I'll be playing Grift.
Grifting. Just grifting that bird. The other Strix, that is.
Yeah, I've grifted it before. So, choose an enemy, test agility 0 for each point you succeed by, gain 1 resource to maximum of 6.
Okay.
My agility is 5, so it's a 5 to 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I shouldn't commit cards unless I want to charge on Chalice of Blood.
That's a good point. Gets a little starts to get a little scary, I think, though, at that point.
Yeah. Let's just go 0 to 5 because I can still use Wendy's ability without Delirium.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, of course, I have to check.
Ah, yes, it's market time.
Ah. but I need money right now, so that will have to wait. Nothing interesting for sale, so yeah. Let's just grift to 5-0. +1.
I mean, that would be pretty sweet.
That's only 3. It is 3, but it's only 3.
I mean, yeah, that's like
Oh.
I think the average kind of of resourcey gain stuff. But
Yeah.
he's going.
It'll do. So
Nice.
that goes on the bottom of my deck, and I'm gonna check what the next event is. It's a bank job.
If you needed money.
Yeah, I did spend an action to gain 8 resources.
Yep. Yeah, 2 actions. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna move. Straight up, let's get out of here. Where do I want to go? Neither of these places really has any... I could go to the courthouse to maybe do a thing, but I'll be coming back to town square anyway, so I'm gonna move this Strix down.
Okay.
Oh, right. Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
And last action... Well,
Yay!
let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, just in the butcher or I mean, were you carrying it or was it in the butcher shop? This is my question.
Probably in her backpack, or like in a side pocket of the backpack.
Side pocket, I like that.
I'm just wondering. Heaven Horror. We have time. Yeah. Go.
Okay. Well, excellently sorted. I'm glad that the Strix was able to provide Wendy with the the chutzpah she needed to make things happen.
Yeah, she's using the bird to pick up shiny things from all around the
Oh,
place.
I see how it is. Okay, well, that brings us then, if I'm not mistaken, to the enemy phase where hunters hunt. Rex is still in the market watching one of the birds stare at him with their horrible eyes.
Now the question is, where does this Strix go?
It could, yeah, I think either way it could come to me or to you. I don't think it matters.
You can take damage better than I can.
Yeah, totally. That is true. It's just the horror that's the problem. These guys hunt in, so Sister Yolanda and her thrall march into the town square, peering about, looking for the girl that was up in the cemetery last night.
It's a shame for Oathbreaker that Wendy has power 4 now.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? If Investigator has power less than the Oathbreaker's fight... Oh, that is actually really good, isn't it?
Actually,
1, 2,
Wendy has 5 power.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then you had 2 already, permanent. So yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Excellent. That's good, right? The path of power, even better.
Yeah, it's only a -1.
Perfect. For you. Not for
Yeah.
me.
Then how can we get 15 power?
I mean, that is a great question. Well, we'll have to see, I guess, right? All right. They've come into this town square. They're looking about. You and I will try to sort out the situation here. But first, let's upkeep. Delicious, delightful. Okay. We go to 2 out of 3 doom. The new day is starting to lengthen, or rather, it's starting to sort of pass through like noontime. Rex, watching the birds congregate about him, hoping that he can just crack this one merchant trying to figure out what she's got. Wendy having found something a little sharp and sparkly down in the butcher shop. Oh god, I'm going to draw an encounter card, Crosshair, and we're going to see where we get to. Song of the Sturges. Makes sense? Test willpower 3. If you fail, lose an action and take a horror. I really don't want to.
Take 2 horror, actually.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I said 1, eh? Yeah, lose 1 action and take 2 horror. Okay, well, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to quick study, which puts a clue on my location. Turns on press pass. So I will have a big turn this turn, which I will hopefully be able to use for something. This brings me up to 6 to 3, and I'm going to test from there. -3, thank goodness. We pass. They are calling, screeching, but Rex steels himself against it. And yeah, there we go. Phew.
You didn't play or commit a card, I think.
I did not play or commit a card, but thank you, yes.
Yeah.
And I did not reveal a cultist or a tentacle, thank goodness. Phew.
Let's see what the butcher shop holds while one of the Mario brothers is sleeping.
Yeah, you'd think so, eh, Flower? You would think so. Oh.
Sleep deprivation. Well, that makes sense.
Oh, Wendy.
If there is a copy of sleep, blah 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 blah. You do not draw cards or gain resources during the upkeep phase. Well, fine.
Yeah, fine. Maybe I can find some other way to do things.
Yeah, like a sanguine lexicon, for example.
There you go. That's a good one.
I can gain resources and cards with that, so.
So, I will say without kind of, saying too much that I have the ability to do a big hit on one of these big enemies. Not enough to kill the sister.
Oathbreaker will take 1 stab if it hits. Because Oathbreaker doesn't have +2 health with Wendy.
With Wendy, yes, but if I were to go in and try to handle Oathbreaker, I wouldn't be able to help with that is all.
Yeah, but Wendy can handle Oathbreaker, and then he can take this and deal 2 damage to her, maybe.
I guess.
Or evade.
Yeah. Or yeah. There's options. I think what I'm saying is like Rex wants to obviously see if he can find some evidence with the merchant here, but I have the ability, and I think I should rush into the town square and try to make a big hit on one of them. But the question is who and what. And
maybe I'll go first.
Yeah.
Because
see where we end up.
It depends. Like, if there's 2 enemies, I'm dead anyway. So.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. Yeah. I mean, try not to. Could be a short.
Try not to die. Yeah.
Could be a short one. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be a move, stab, and then if I could evade, that would be perfect because that would give another turn.
Yes, that would be very good. I agree with that.
Yeah, and Oathbreaker is a 4/2/2.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Oh. I guess it's time for laughter. Let's see if the butcher shop has anything. Oh. Another option would be. Ooh. If I play bank job, I get 8 resources. Oh, but that's 2 actions. Yeah. can't commit cards. Well, I can commit cards, but
Yeah, what does it say? Yeah. If the cards committed have, like, if all of them, or if the card has a wild on it, then you don't have to take damage or horror.
yeah. Well, luckily. Okay, let's rock and roll. Wendy flips her
roll.
blade and heads to town.
This is, of course, one more showdown of Wendy Adams and, some sort of vampiric, I don't know what Strigoi is necessarily, but I'm sure Rex will learn at some point. And her thrall. They've been hunting for her, and now they've found her, or she's found them, perhaps.
Hello. Yeah, it's gonna be a stab on the Oathbreaker. I have 5 against 4.
6 with the shoes and the blade give you +1 each.
Oh, right. +1 skill value. Yeah, that's true. So 6 against 4 seems good enough with Wendy's ability still on.
Flower, I have to agree. It's not every day that, from a meta perspective, from within Arkham, it's not every day you have a weapon that says you can use agility to fight. But it's also not every day that the bloodthirsty orphan's like, oh, perfect, something to stab with. Like, it's great.
Yeah, let's go 6 to 4, and let's just pull up blue token
That would
while
be
we're at it.
delightful. Well,
That'll
not quite,
do.
but good enough, I think. Yeah.
Good enough. So the Oathbreaker gets a plate in his bag before they even notice Wendy arriving, and
My thrall!
don't break so many oaths.
Oh. Oops.
Oaths. Oaths or oaths?
Just, I mean, don't stop breaking out things.
Attacking is 6. Evading is 5. Evading is better than attacking. Because I'm not sure what you're gonna do and if you're gonna succeed.
That is the most I was about to say. Where are my oats? Very good, Flower. I haven't seen that movie in forever anyway. Yeah, I want to say Crosshair. Oh yeah, I'll finish her off. For sure, she'll be dead, but like if I miss ... You know what I mean? It's always the worst. Rex.
Also, if you miss, you'll hit me. So.
Yes, correct. Yeah, exactly. So like, I mean, I will say I do have the lucky coin, which does really make it quite challenging to kind of mess it up that badly. But yes, let's
Let's throw cunning distraction into it because it has a question mark.
Ah, perfect.
So it's gonna be a 6 on 4 again.
Okay.
So another -1.
Question mark? Well, yep.
-2. That'll do.
So rather than use the sword, I guess Wendy is what? How is she given the sister the runaround, so to speak?
Basically, as they're walking into town, the troll is behind Yolanda, and Wendy does the old stab in the back, grab the mouth, and drag him to a side alley before
horrible. But
Yolanda even notices.
I like it.
And with a little bit of a to the townsfolk who might be awake.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not drag them into this. I could deal with trepidations first. No, I wanna screw the horror. Let's get this done. I'm gonna use my first action of my turn from press pass. Rex can hear there's some sort of, well, no, not commotion, but like he feels a chill entering the town square as the Strixes continue to gather in the market. You know, classic Rex. he thinks that his curse is now personified by these birds. But cursed or no, he's going to do what he needs to do. He's going to speak once more to Miss Asprue and see if he can find out what's going on. Let's go 5-2. Skull? Skulls are minus X. X is the highest current act in play. I don't believe there's any act 3s. I think it's just 1s and 2s. So it's succeed. I didn't reveal a cultist or anything, so I will take the last clue off her, and then I will spend 2 of those clues to finally advance an act.
Give us a
Which
green.
means...
Give us a green, thank you, please.
Yeah, please. Okay, so I have to take a horror. I haven't committed any cards yet. I'm just going to... the horror
Where
is
did
from
you
the...
take?
It's the card in my threat area here, Trepidations.
Right.
It kind of sucks, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm spending clues. It's green! Whoa, unreserved. You continue to learn about the mysteries and horrors of this place. If there is a matching star symbol in play, draw the revelation card with the matching symbol.
Of course there's not.
No, goddamn! Okay. Conversation. If the attached townsfolk has no clues on it, investigators at this location may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. So, we're safe to continue talking to her. And I'm... My only Sorry?
Yeah, you're well up on clues as well.
I am, but I also need them to, fight, for lack of a better word.
Let me finish eating this cinnamon bun and I'll tell you.
I'm so sorry, Crosshair. I couldn't hear you there. Oh no, you're eating. Okay, I understand now. Go. Sorry, please continue to eat. I will ask you again when you're done.
Yeah, I was just saying that I'll finish this cinnamon bun that's in my mouth and then I'll tell you.
Okay, cool. It's a good question as well, Flower. Yeah, I mean, I love a good cinnamon bun. Let me be real.
I was gonna say that Wendy is fine, even without, for another turn.
Yeah, but I think we want to. If we can get her dead, I think I'd be pretty pleased about that personally. But also, if I leave, then the birds will come to you, and that's probably less good, actually.
Yeah, and we do want to advance, so I wouldn't worry too much because worst 2 stabs and a sanguine lexicon. Will do it.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Just to answer Flower's question here, yeah. Apparently it is always safe to advance if the townsfolk act as green. Yellow is safe if there's a matching symbol except once. Which is not useful. Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. I think she doesn't have clues on her, so I may as well. All of a sudden, the merchant opens up to Rex. Something about the flock of Strixes has frightened her, but also brought out in her a sort of desperation, perhaps. She's ready to explain to him some of the secrets of this place. Now, so I've spent 1 action getting... what did I do? I got a clue off of her. Okay, yes. So I will spend 2 more clues. By doing so, I think I have to take another horror, which is really bad. I'll put it on me.
I do have still alcohol, so it's not that bad. But...
Yeah, but, come and help me out with that. So two clues to advance, so he continues to converse. It doesn't cost an action, so I may as well. Okay. Taciturn. All of a sudden, Rex has asked questions about this place, about the village, about why everyone seems quiet. She's like, oh, they're just, they don't see a lot of people from outside of town. And then all of a sudden, asking about the Dragonescues, she goes quiet. This is a yellow square. So, a couple of things here. I want to read her new Act 3A. Commit. You have deepened the conversation, and now it is time to decide whether to confide about the reason you are here. With enemies around, is this the person you can trust? Objective. She has no clues. I could spend 2 more clues. Warning, advancing this act will end the scenario. Yikes.
Well, we have our clock there then.
Yeah, well, there you go. However, as pointed out here, she is taciturn, but we've continued to learn about the mysteries and horrors of this place. There is a matching square symbol in play, so draw the revelation card with the matching symbol. Thank you, Crosshair. Let's have a look. I'm excited because I don't know what these are. Ulrich von Schreiber. Ulrich von Schreiber immigrated from Germany to Romania in the mid-19th century. I guess the merchant has opened up about this, like, town legend, the von Schreiber. Oh, the von Schreiber estate that was the guy who was doing the auction in the first place. He had all the weird relics. A scholar and a craftsman, he became close with the royal family. He married Yolanda, the daughter of a local rancher, and had 2 sons, Alaric and Conrad. As time went on, his sons bonded with the Dragonescu family. His oldest, Alaric, as chief of household staff, and the youngest, Conrad, romantically, with the lady Agrippina Dragonescu. Everything changed when Yolanda discovered her husband was part of a secret organization intent on overthrowing the Dragonescu family. Oh my god. She confessed her husband's actions to Andrei Dragonescu, who arrested and beheaded Ulrich. Agrippina, learning of Ulrich von Schreiber's treachery and worried for Conrad's safety, warned him of her father's wrath, and together they fled. It is said they sailed to America, living off relics stolen from the Dragonescu family. Enraged, Lord Dragonescu beheaded Alaric for his father's crime, a warning against future betrayal. You may search your deck for a companion and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck, put this card in the victory display. Well, unfortunately for Rex, all of his companions are dead. Or gone. We don't know where they are. They are missing. But, if nothing else, we've learned some information, right? The von Schreiber estate. Rex is putting this information together after multiple conversations with the judge, the merchant, learning the history of the place. The von Schreiber estate, he assumed, were relics that the von Schreibers had collected, but it would appear, in fact, they were stolen from the Dragonescus, meaning that they were all Dragonescu relics in the first place. And the von Schreibers were attempting to overthrow the Dragonescus for some reason. Back to me.
You could end the scenario right here. So.
I could. I would need one more clue just because there's one on May's camera. But I think I will...
No, I don't think we'll be ending the scenario.
No. I agree. I agree with that. I would like to get more clues because also that hopefully will avoid me playing or committing cards or whatever. Who's next for evidence? I guess Claudiu Bacal would be a good one to do.
Also, if we can find Dragonescu family or the Unhallowed Oath in the victory display, then we can examine the B-side of Daciana.
Correct, yes. And I'm wondering whether the best plan, depending on timing and stuff for the scenario, maybe Rex wants to go get evidence from, like, the ranch or the cemetery as well. Because those are definitely safe, the conversations at the ranch and the cemetery.
Wendy is gonna go to the butcher shop most likely for no reason at all.
No reason.
Wendy never wanted a dog.
No, oh, that's so sweet. I do worry a little. Well, no, I was gonna say worry. Yeah, she'll have to make sure that people are no longer on high alert and then also get clues. I guess I could help with that. In fact, maybe I should help with that.
Well, let's let Wendy first deal with the sister.
Yeah. Yes, and I...
Of the Holy Church of Blood.
I'm thinking what I might do then is... Perhaps the plan will be next turn I'll try to get the hell out of here and either butcher shop or ranch or something. Anyway, but for now, let's get some more clues. What's the shroud here? 3? Yeah, I'm going to investigate. I've taken
Oh,
Yes?
after an act advances or location evidence is revealed.
Yeah? Yeah, I've taken 2 horror now this turn from it, which is
Because
awful.
my delirium says when the agenda advances. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
never
yeah,
mind.
I think you're good. I think you're good in that sense. I am going to investigate. Oh, or hang on a second here. I do like clues, but I think actually I'm going to be better served. I'm going to run. Do I care about the? Just trying to think of my my best bet here. No, I think we're good. I'm gonna just try to investigate and get the clues off the mark, the clues back. Now it'd be better to get them elsewhere, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna move to the courthouse. The birds will come to me though. I just want to keep them at bay if I can. Then I will investigate here. No, I'll talk to Claudio. As an insomniac, Rex remembers him. He was nervous about something. Rex was getting close to the truth. But now that some time has passed, he's returned, and he's returned armed with information about the von Schreibers. Let's see if he can discover anything else. 5 to 2. Okay, well, perhaps not then, but that's... let's try one more time, eh? Rexy Poo? This guy. This tentacle magnet, which sounds nasty. -2 during the day. -3 at night. So 1 clue off of Claudio.
Finally.
I know. Man, I feel like so much of it's not even Rex's fault. Okay. I don't plan on just willy-nilly advancing the act either.
But you can, because there's no acts yet, so it's safe to advance.
Sorry?
It's safe to advance the Bakal Act. Anyway.
Why?
This is the location evidence.
I don't think so. I think this was the one that was on him. The locations that had evidence were the inn, the market, and then the 3 at the bottom. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right.
I think. Yeah.
And I guess the one of the locations gets 4 cards. That's why he had 4 cards in his act.
Yeah, I'm very confused. That's the thing that confuses me, because when I look at the merchant, this says Act 3A, and then it says, this will end the scenario. I'm like, well, then what's underneath? It's mysterious. Anywho, that's Rex has moved on.
Everybody had 4 acts.
Yeah, which is, I'm like, why? Like, what's the 4th thing? Anyway, he's moved on. He's hit a bit of a wall with the judge, but he's working his magic, or doing his best. And I'll pass the. Oh no, you went first, right? So that is that. Then in the enemy phase, I suppose Hunter's Hunt, which means the Strixes are of course going to follow Rex wherever he goes. Natch. But we've got.
Sister finally notices Wendy.
Yeah. Uh-oh. As we move to upkeep.
The laughter has stopped.
Somewhere out in the distance, the real personification of Rex's curse. Something crawls its way up from a grave.
That's a busy graveyard.
It has a very busy graveyard. Doom. Oh, well, we go to 3 out of 3, which means you know what that means. It's night.
Delirium goes away.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, delirium goes away. You're right. I will. Night falls again. So I suppose this cat and mouse game in the town square between Wendy and Sister Yolanda eventually leads back to night. You wonder how anyone here gets a restful night of sleep. Sorry, Agenda 4B is called A Blood Moon Rises. Yikes.
Hmm.
I'll just put that here, sorry. Shuffle the day encounter discard pile into the day encounter deck, set it aside. Flip all the townsfolk to their night sides.
All right. Was that a... Let me just see. Is Delirium a dayside card? Yes.
Good.
Okay.
It's all gone.
Bon.
Whoops. There we go. Put the night encounter deck back into play. I mean, I hope not, Flower. That's all I have to say. Agenda 5A. They come at night. As the sun sets, you wonder what horrors are in store for you this night. You know better than to let your guard down in this place. You resolve to continue your search for answers. So, if townsfolk come into play, they get whatever. It's nighttime. But day encounter cards just disappear and go back into the day encounter deck.
Yeah, I flipped all the townsfolk, so...
Excellent, thank you. So they're all asleep except for Mr. Insomniac Judge, who is not.
Yeah.
Great question.
Why are...
Flower, there is a 3 Doom agenda left called They Come at Night, and 1 more agenda under that. Ooh, who knows?
And there's about 17 acts left, so...
Exactly. I would, Crosshair, if it's not too much trouble... well, I have to draw encounter cards and so on and so forth, but I'm saying this out loud. I would love for Rex to come to Wendy's location to try to get rid of his trepidations by watching her slice up an enemy. That would be absolutely sick. However...
Or maybe even help.
Or maybe even help,
just...
yeah. Whoa. Let's not go nuts. I'm kidding. However, let us first see what the night holds at the courthouse. Oh no. Revelation test willpower X. X is the number of revelation cards in the victory display, which is 1 now, but still minimum 1. If you fail, take 2 horror and exhaust all assets in your play area. Well, I don't like it. I don't love it. So I'm at 3 to 1, but I really can't afford any more horror. So I will quick study, put a clue down to give myself +3. So I will test 6 to 1. That is a wild, good pass. Good job. So Rex, venturing back into the courthouse, turns and sees that strange face once again in the window, in the exact same place it was. He has this horrific sense of deja vu, but it does not frighten him this time. It's a trick that is being played by the town on him.
Let's see how the town square fares. Strigoi. It's Strigoi humanoid monster hunter. Siphon, deal 1 horror to an ally you control. Cool.
Well.
During the day, Strigoi gets -5, -1 health, and -1 evade. Okay, cool.
Oh, cute.
So, Yolanda has friends.
Oh, makes sense, right? She had a thrall, and now she has this thing.
Sick.
I need to consider my options. Crosshair, I might suggest a short break as well to do all the things we need to do.
Yeah, I could go refill my snacks and stuff, so... Bye!
Yep, I could get some water as well. Team, it's been a little spooky so far, but Rex has managed to finally talk to somebody. We're going to be right back on Doomed to see if we can defeat Sister Yolanda and her thralls, and see if we can find someone in this damn town to trust. See you back on Doomed in about 3 minutes. Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not-so-solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. I'm just noticing something in the game that I have to take care of, so that's fine by me. Oh, the Crosshair and I are here, Rex and Wendy, in the strange village of blank, I don't remember what it's called now. Valea Draganului. My English and my French don't really help me with my Romanian, unfortunately. Isn't Romanian a Romance language? Anyway, we're back. We're here. We've revealed some evidence. But we need more in order to find more revelations, perhaps, in order to save to try to find someone we can trust in this godforsaken town. Hello, the Crosshair. Welcome back to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us.
Hello.
Hello. I was just saying I noticed a card I meant to discard here, which was the faux pas that we made with the landlady oh so long ago. Finally, can disappear. Time passes, etc. Right? So that's nice. Not that we're necessarily going back there, but at any rate, yes, we're back. We're having a look here. As I was saying, Rex is trying to get to the bottom of the history of this town, the connection between the Von Schreibers and the Dragonescues. Wendy is trying to defeat the forces of evil in the middle of the town square at night. And I feel like that's about on par for this campaign.
It's the Chancellor's office all over again.
Yes, exactly. I have a turn I can take, including hopefully doing some damage. Would you prefer to start to do all the things you want to do?
Well, the thing is that there's 8 health on the board on the enemies, and in best case scenario, I can deal 6 damage. So that's not enough.
I mean, sure.
I'd prefer some help before I start, but
before you start chopping. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense to you. So let's see if Rex can get a few more clues back from the board with his press pass, with all of the time he's gained making his way into the courthouse, pretending that he's investigating this village for a story back in America. I'm going to use research notes to try to pick up some clues here. Test Intellect 0. For each point you succeed by, you may spend an evidence to discover a clue at your location. As a reminder, the Strixes have followed Rex, so if I play or commit a card, there is some chaos, and if I reveal a cultist or tentacle, I take a direct damage. However, let's go 5-0 on my research notes. Excellent. Perfect. I will spend 3 evidence to pick up 3 clues from this location. Good number of clues. Now
we just need Dragonescu family into the victory display, and we're
that's what we need, isn't it? I'm gonna see if I can just talk once more to Bakal. See if we can. I'm not gonna necessarily advance him just in case he's untrustworthy and we get screwed. But I'll still have 2 actions left after this, which will be to hopefully come and help.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
and not kill Wendy.
And not kill Wendy. Yes, very specifically. So I'm gonna go 5-2. Try to talk to this insomniac. A tablet, which is a -3, which is still a pass by my count.
Yes.
Hooray! Okay, so we do that. Then I'm going to come in. So, Rex has learned a little bit more about the town and the town's history and the relationship between the Von Schreibers and the Dragonescues, but he continues to reach a dead end. People don't want to talk about the Dragonescues. They don't seem to want to talk to anybody about anything in that realm. How on earth is he going to get them to trust? Wandering out into the square, trying to clear his head, I imagine he sees Wendy, I don't know, facing off against these 2?
Oh, look who decided to show up.
Well. Rex is obviously shocked, but hasn't been noticed yet. So he decides very quickly, thinking on his feet, he has a plan. There's an old construction kind of like scaffolding set up behind the 2, on top of which are a few large bags of cement. If he can get up there and if he can just knock them down, maybe he can do what needs doing. Sure.
Depends on the amount of damage.
It does. It's a bit of a weird breakpoint is all because of, well, I will show you that I am playing. I've got a plan. The plan is to push the cement sacks on top of one of their heads. So it's a fight. I get +2 intellect for the fight. I deal +1 for each clue, but only up to +3. So this would be a 4 damage attack, which is like a very specific amount of damage, annoyingly. It would kill the Strigoi, potentially, or it would do 4 out of the 5 damage to Sister Yolanda, which might be pretty good.
It's better because I can do a 3 damage with the Sanguine if it comes down to it.
Yes, indeed you can. Let's see if he can, using his quick wit, dump a... Why do I have 5 intellect? Hang on a second. Have I been cheating this whole time? It's from May's camera. Oh, thank gosh. Okay. Jeez Louise, this whole time. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. So I will be fighting.
Roll it back.
Yeah, the whole roll it back, everybody. I'm fighting at 7-4 against the Sister Yolanda. I am going to commit lucky coin, which I can do because it's a lucky coin. So essentially, he kisses it for good luck and then shoves the cement bags from on top of the construction platform where he is. So this commits. It says commit it as if it were in your hand. So it's 2 wild icons, which takes me up to 9. And then it does a bunch of stuff depending on what I reveal. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Good. Unnecessary, but great. It's 4 damage. The cement bags of cement come crashing down, as does most of the construction site, on top of Sister Yolanda. Now, of course, she's a monster, not so easily killed. Rex celebrates, perhaps a little prematurely.
Yeah, a big pile of dust shoots up and... Yay! I killed her! I killed the thing!
Yeah! And then the hand just
Yeah, it's just standing there, wiping her, shoulder,
Let's see if there's something we can do about that. I'll pass the turn over to the Crosshair. Phew, I did something, guys.
Well, I'm not gonna... Oh, I should have my abilities, of course. I forgot to press upkeep because I don't take a card.
Because you can't upkeep, that's right. Oh.
Yeah.
So sad.
Well, let's not waste any time. When it just looks at the collapsing construction site and casually opens her book no, Strigoi in a moment.
I have something here for all of this. Yeah.
Yeah, and you like blood, don't you? Do you like it on the inside or outside of your body? As Wendy says a couple of interesting words, to say the least. So, let's use the Sanguine Lexicon, which doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. Draw a card. Cool.
Great. A good start.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a good start. Then, discard up to 2 cards. For each card discarded this way, you may either gain 1 resource or spend 1 resource to deal 1 damage to an enemy. So, I'm going to discard Prim's Totem. And I'm gonna discard this Meat Cleaver. I'm going to spend 2 resources to deal 1 damage to the Strigoi and 1 damage to Sister Yolanda, who goes puff into the night.
I wonder if we've seen the last of Sister Yolanda.
Yeah, she explodes in a mist of blood, as so many did at the auction house, which mixes in with the cement and then rains down as a blob of hot cement.
Rex is just standing there like agape, just absolutely horrified, but also impressed, but like, horrified at this the show of blood magic.
And then points her dagger at the three guy. And as for you,
He's probably the sound of it.
yeah, 6 against 4 attack.
No retaliate. So perhaps we try. Whoa, Wendy.
Wendy just tosses the dagger at the three guy, nailing it straight into the middle of the forehead, and it falls down. And then Wendy casually strolls over and picks up the dagger, like,
Clap, clap.
right then.
All right, good. I'm glad that's done.
And as a last action, I forgot to check the. Well,
Oh, yes,
I
of course.
wouldn't
I think you needed.
have picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed all the stuff anyway, so. I always forget this.
Well, it doesn't help to have like a million things going on here.
As a last action, I think I'm gonna have some liquid courage. Actually, I think Rex could use some liquid courage before Wendy does.
I would be absolutely chuffed to bits. Thank you.
Yeah, just holding out the flask to
First
Rex, like,
First
okay.
time. It's raining blood around him. He's all shaky.
You've seen this before. Get used to it already.
Okay. Remind me, I heal a horror.
Yeah.
And then I'm
And you
testing.
test brain power 2. If you succeed, you heal an additional horror. If you fail, you discard a card at random.
I mean, don't want to, but like I really don't want to, but I feel like I'll either probably. Ooh, skulls are -3s now. Sorry, I realize as well. Oops.
Yep.
Sorry, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. I guess I'll. Now that I'm no longer affected by these birds, it is Flower, isn't it? I think I'll commit this analysis. Is he analyzing really what's in the drink, or just the situation around him? What is it that they've managed to do? This takes me up to 4-2. Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if I really need that many clues right now, so in fact, I'm going to go ahead. You're right. I'm going to dump one and redraw the token. This puts in evidence on research nodes. Yeah. Yeah, return it to the chaos bag, reveal a new one. -2. I'll let it stand. I'll let it go. So I'll heal an extra horror. Thank you, Wendy Adams, for the drink. Oh, God. He's still shaky, but he's, it's okay.
And then I'm going to take a horror and add a horror here.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
As one does.
Interesting.
The blood flows from Wendy into the book as well, so. A siphon trigger from horror.
No, just damage.
Eh.
I know, it's sad. I'm trying to think of how Chalice of Blood is like meant to work. I mean, well, I understand how it's meant to work. You're meant to sacrifice yourself to put blood in it. But
yeah, if you take damage, then you put blood in there and it exhausts. Then you can use it at any time.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's other cards somewhere in this campaign that'll be like, oh, if it uses blood, blah blah blah, like extra blood on it or whatever. I'm sure there's something like that. That said, breathing a sigh of relief? ?
There certainly was laughter.
Yes, there certainly was. Yikes. The Strixes, however, are going to move in. As a reminder, that means that now here in the town square, cultists and tentacles deal direct damage. and this Chaos Peddler is playing or committing cards. But, you know, we're hoping to get out of here anyway, so...
Like me and Araquin.
Yeah, actually, isn't it? You're the Chaos Peddler, and she's the...
Owl.
Drinker? Oh, the owl. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, of course. All right, we move to upkeep. We draw a card, and some of us draw cards and gain resources. Oh. Humph.
Harumph.
Harumph, indeed. 1 out of 3 doom. They come at night. Oh, and sorry, there is an enemy on the board. The thing that follows hunts towards the monastery. It preys on. Just as a reminder, this is the thing that follows will hunt Rex only forever. When it would be defeated, it shuffles into its bearer's deck. Bearer only, if I recall correctly, means that it will only hunt me, but it can be attacked, etc., by other people. And it isn't aloof, so it doesn't have to be engaged in order to be fought. So if Crosshare ends up at your location, you could take a swing at it and kill it, but you don't have to. Hopefully,
and
anyway.
it doesn't engage me anyway.
Correct,
so.
yes, because it's only coming for Rex, whatever this horrible thing is. All right,
Yeah.
the Strixes congregate around the rained down blood, like the carrion eaters they are. As we go to the mythos phase, 1 out of 3 doom, Rex is going to draw a dark omen. Obviously, this is the birds, right? Add 2 curse tokens to the chaos bag. Test willpower 3. If you fail, attach it to the current agenda. When a curse or a cultist is revealed during a skill test, increase the difficulty of that test by 2, which would presumably mean that you would then fail that test. I'll take this test. I don't want to fail. I could also... Yeah, let's, I'm gonna quick study to go up to 6, just because I know this affects you as well, so let's go 6 to 3. Trying to dispel the dark omen around the Strixes congregating here. Skull, which is -3. Perfect. Success. Okay, the omen has been dispelled, even if the curse that Rex carries has not. That's my encounter card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm gonna ask about that later, but let's see what else happens here. Oh, great.
Come
It's
on.
Dr. Grigore.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Spawn Town Square.
Classic.
Oh, cool. 454. Father, I guess. Oh, doctor.
Doctor.
Ray, investigator with the most damage. Well, of course.
Okay.
Hunter alert. Alert means if you try to evade and fail, it attacks.
Exactly. If you try to escape the good doctor, he won't let you.
It's Dr. Bones!
Dr. Bones! Oh, well, look who it is. Actually, this is Dr. Bones, isn't it? Oh my god.
Your wounds are severe.
Where
Be
are these
mercy to end
elite,
your
horrible
suffering.
enemies coming from? What is going on?
Come while your blood is still warm.
Ugh. Good lord.
5 health, okay.
Well, I can at least... I can't necessarily punch him, but I can definitely help as we come back around. Perhaps Rex can distract him long enough for something to occur.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good point, Flower. I mean, we are... Whoa. We don't know that we don't know that there's vampires. The Dragonescues. Come on, they could be anybody.
It's just like raspberry jam.
Yes, exactly. Just like raspberry jam. So okay, here's my only concern about it, the Crosshair. If I play a card The Chaos Peddler says, when an investigator at this location plays or commits a card, discard a random card from your hand, then draw a card. Which, as we've spoken about. Oh, it's a good point, Flower. Well, Rex is pretty well written, and Wendy probably wrote Dracula, if I'm being honest. Makes sense to me. I guess my question is, Crosshare. Yeah, tell me. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how that Chaos Peddler works.
Yeah. Well, so I am an investigator at this location, and I would, in theory, be playing a card. Yeah. And then I feel like it's everyone at this location gets their chaos peddled. That would be sort of how I would read it, and I'm just wondering how annoying that would be for you.
No, I wouldn't read it like that. That's the thing. Because it's when an investigator at this plays a card, so it refers to someone playing a card.
Mm-hmm.
Then discard a random card from your hand.
Mm-hmm. But you being you, the person at the because I feel like the wording could be they discard a card at random from their hand. You know, that one. Very generous.
And again, I could start and deal with it.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. If you, my thought was going to be to help make sure that Dr. Bones here wasn't quite as dangerous. But yes, if you do start, feel free, and hopefully, hopefully nothing too bad happens.
Then again, I can discard a card.
Okay. At random.
Because yeah, it's fine basically. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. If so, because then I would probably run off. Of course, naturally, Rex would then run off. He would run off and try to either find more evidence or... I don't know, high alert is such a problem. But I know you want to clear that butcher shop.
If I start, I can use the lexicon to gain a resource and then deal damage to the bird.
Yes, you could. Yes, that's very true. You could kill one of the birds. That's true.
No.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That would mean that we don't have to discard anything.
Well, other than the two cards to gain resources and then kill the bird. But yes, that's afterwards it would be... Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the end result for me is the same because I have to discard 2 cards.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the alternative is like evade and run, right? Then the birds can't get you. Birds can't get you if you're not there.
Oh, true.
But of course there's also the lure of stabbing.
Yeah, what were you planning to do with the good doctor?
Evade him. So
right.
No damage, unfortunately. But that would be, and it would kind of save you an action to do whatever you needed to do. But that's one option.
Basically a bit interesting. Do your thing because it might fail.
The thing might fail. You're not wrong. Although this will hopefully help me with the other thing that I need to do. Seeing another vampiric sort of type person. Not necessarily like just a person. A man who has the bearing of an educated man, advancing across the courtyard towards Wendy. Rex ducks into the shadows and prepares to launch a rock at a nearby window to try to distract him. It isn't usually like this, Dr. Bones. I'm going to investigate my location. I'm adding my agility to my skill value. If I succeed by 2 or more, I automatically evade an enemy at this location. That's the plan. However, because I played a card, I will discard a random card from my hand and draw a card. As per the Strix. Agent of Chaos! Well, that's search for the truth, but okay. I will... so I'm at 8-3 investigating the town square. It's a tablet, -3, which is I can't count 5, which means I succeed by 2. So I will get 2 clues from my location and evade Dr. Bones. Sorry, I shouldn't say that because Vincent is going to be Dr. Bones one day. Vincent Lee, the Doctor. And then, because I evaded an enemy, I can use the veil to just... So, Rex tosses a rock through a window to surprise the Doctor, and then hopes that Wendy can, also make a break for it. Should I go and handle... Yeah, I should get more evidence, right? I think that's the best bet.
Now is a good time to ask before you continue.
Oh, yes.
Jury rig, which is in my discard pile, attached to an item asset controlled by an investigator at your location. During a skill test on attached assets, spend 1 durability, you get +2 skill value for this test. Now, if I jury rig Wendy's amulet, and
what's the question? Yeah.
and use Wendy's amulet to play something like a bank job or something that needs a skill thing.
I see what you mean.
I
see what you mean, but yeah, the test is not on the amulet, so I don't think it would work that way.
Yeah.
I would love to know how Wendy jury rigs a blade or a pair of shoes or whatever as well, but but yeah, no, I think that's probably too good to be true. Liquid courage also, although it's almost empty, but also an item, also with a test on it.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones to jury rig, basically.
Although it's
maybe
almost done, right?
Yeah, but it'll go into the discard as anything is due.
Well, hopefully, although I guess playing is the issue here because of the Chaos Peddler Strix. But
oh yeah, and I need to still clear the butcher shop. So
you have things to do. Rex, however, I'll continue then. By using the veil, he kind of cloaks himself in shadow and dashes off. He managed to speak to Wendy briefly about where she came from, the cemetery, the ranch, etc. And he's wondering if perhaps either there's more people to interview there or there's something to find. I'm going to head down to the ranch with my second action. My third action, I'm going to investigate, or am I just going to use research notes? No, I'm going to investigate. So I'm at 5-3, trying to figure out what's going on with these ranchy clues. I'll commit my other research notes to go to 6. Let's see what we can find at the ranch. An elder sign? You may instead choose to automatically fail to draw 3 cards. Well, I do like cards, but I also like passing tests. I'm gonna grab the clues off of the ranch here. Rex, it's nighttime, so he's not planning on breaking into anyone's ranch, but I think he's found something here. And if you'll allow me, Crosshair, I'm going to spend 2 clues to reveal the act, the evidence, or sorry, if there are no clues on ranch, you search through the barns, sheds, and fields, reveal the attached location evidence. It's very true, Flower. Actually, yeah, I don't have that many things left, so that's 2 clues? 2... Oh, no, I don't have to. Right, just reveal the location evidence. All right, I'm doing it. Let's see what's in the barn. Authentic. There's some authentic evidence in the barn. You continue to learn about the mysteries and horrors. If there's a matching star symbol in play, draw the revelation card with the star. Is there? Yay! All right. Let's see what we learned.
Shame that the green one went there, but...
It is a shame. It is a real shame, actually. But another revelation. Hopefully there's something that we can learn from the barn. You learn that Valea Dragonuli has been ruled by the Dragonescu family for hundreds of years. They're quite reclusive. Lord Andrei Dragonescu III is the descendant of the military hero Andrei Dragonescu of Wallachia, I don't remember, who famously supported Hungary in battle against the Ottoman Turks in the 16th century. It is said that during a skirmish along the Danube River, the royal prince of Hungary was gravely wounded. I'll quickly pop in and say that Rex has been investigating, barns and sheds, and maybe found a treasure trove of books, but also found an old shepherd who wanted to chat and was like, I've been living in these parts for, learned a lot from him. Dragonescu is said to have employed a wizard from the south who helped him lead an improbable charge that routed the Turks, forcing them back against the river and slaughtering them. That night they feasted and toasted with a chalice filled with the blood of their enemies, and the royal prince miraculously recovered. In return, Andrei Dragonescu was given autonomy to rule these lands, which his family has inherited ever since. Put this card in the victory display. This is the revelation called the Dragonescu family, which I see. Correct, Flower. Yeah, he's a big Dracula stan. I seem to recall that card was important for some reason. It was on the courthouse. I can search historical documents to validate what you've learned. Look at the B side of the current act of any act deck without revealing it. So if it's a fail, you don't automatically fail the scenario. So that is doable.
Basically, Wendy could hop over and use it.
Yeah, I honestly, and then maybe that would reveal to us a winner, a chicken dinner winner, as it were.
Yeah, like, for example, Asiana.
Yeah, honestly.
Asiana has there's 2 acts left, but...
Well, but except that this one says advancing this act will end the scenario. So I'm not sure why it says that, but it might be worth doing. Rex still has 1 action left, and I'm going to use it to investigate with maze camera. So I'm 5-3, and I'm just going to try to get this last clue off of maze camera. Succeed by 0. So I do not get the clue off the camera. Well, whatever. Okay, that's me. That's my turn. Over to you, Crosshair. Let's see what we can find. Oh, the ranch. Excellent.
Factor Grigore will be an issue, though.
Yeah. That delightful, delicious Victory 1.
If I move to the courthouse...
Agree, Flower.
Grigore won't follow me this turn, at least.
Correct. He's investigating the broken window in the town square.
So I would have some time to prepare.
Yep. Yeah, move 2 actions. A variety of things. I know, Flower. Don't worry, Flower. We're thinking about it. Oh, more than, probably.
I could also use the Sanguine Lexicon to get rid of one of the verbs.
Yes. That's true, because it would draw you a card, you would discard 1 for a resource, and then 1 to use that resource to blow up a bird. Kill the bird!
Yeah. Or if I move and get rid of sleep deprivation, I want to know what's behind door number 1, so...
Yay!
Let's move to the courthouse and talk to Claudio Bacal, basically. Like, oh, I know Dragonescu. I talked to him back in Arkham.
Why haven't you told Rex this? Rex would be freaking out if he knew.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, can I just go check out? I have their book right here, like, showing the grimoire, and, like, I just have to fill out some of the historical papers.
Perfect. Obviously, the judge is shocked that this teen is interested in any sort of historical papers, but, is probably charmed.
Long lost family member of the Dragonescu family or something.
Yeah, well, probably, actually.
So, I spent an action. If there are no clues,
Look at what you have learned. Well, Rex has learned a lot of stuff, but
Together with Wendy, perhaps
So-
they've learned a bunch, yeah.
yeah, Wendy is gonna check what the Dragonescu family knows about this Daciana Aspru that Rex
Ooh.
keeps going on about. So I'm gonna check the Act 3A other side.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, correct. And it will not. Ooh. Good to know.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
it's a cover. I understand. So the next act said it was a bottom cover. It's to cover up so that you don't, if you flip a whole deck over, you don't accidentally see what it says on the back side of Act 3.
Oh, right. So,
Well. well.
interesting.
Very interesting.
One action left.
Let's see. Resource, jury rig, draw a card, run
Yeah,
around.
jury rig is
I don't know.
I'm just gonna check what I have here.
Oh, and liquid courage, of course, is the other one. Yeah, there's lots. Oh god. Okay, so that means for those watching in the chat, Wendy revealed that Daciana Aspru the merchant is in fact a secret oath keeper and will betray us if she's given the chance. Thank God Rex didn't speak more to her.
Could also use Sanguine Lexicon to just take 2. Oh, but there's burglary.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. You'd have to succeed, I guess, but like, I mean, well, obviously you'd have to succeed, but that's a yeah, fair play. Yep.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3.
Mm.
Yeah, and I don't have anything except Wendy's ability, but
Right. Which, you know, I mean, yeah, but I guess, yeah, on zeros is like not gonna, not necessarily. Well, I mean, look, we've been luckier before, but
I think liquid courage is the safe option here.
I feel that.
Yeah, let's grab a drink at the
glug 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 glug.
Historical Association.
The plus side too.
So-
is that, oh no, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, 4-on-2. Just gonna test it. So, that's still a pass currently.
Currently.
That's
Wendy
still a
Adams. You love to see it. Excellently Wendied.
Yeah, so
Yes.
at least there's one red here, so I'm just gonna put a
Oh, perfect.
token there so we remember.
I'll say this,
Well, crap.
crap is correct, but at least we have. Well, I don't know if we have like a lot. I'm gonna try to find more evidence, and then we might at some point just have to, like, I could rush back, but we might just have to guess and hope that the judge is trustworthy.
Yeah, it's either the judge or
yeah.
the. Oh yeah,
or
but
the
unless
innkeeper.
we have clues on her. So
Yeah, a little harder to deal with. RJ Cody, hello. It's been ages. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
hi.
Rex.
But I want donuts. So
Yes. Well, okay, so hang on. Let's talk about that for a second. We need to have no clues on the butcher shop, which means we need to deal with high alert and then get all the clues off butcher shop and then do the test to get the doggo to come see you. I mean, we presume it's a doggo. Danet might be like a, cat or something.
that's doable, basically.
Yeah, okay.
We
So-
still have at least 2 rounds.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the night
I guess
left,
we'll
so.
have to see what happens then. Rex has found some very intriguing
Oh,
information.
and-
Yes, sorry, yes.
I'm gonna take a horror and put a horror there.
Mysterious. How mysterious. Rex managed to find some information about the Dragonescu family out by speaking to a very talkative shepherd. And Wendy managed to, of course, with her incredible luck, dug into just the right file to reveal that one of the villagers that Rex was speaking to is not trustworthy.
Yeah. Wendy is just like, of course he's gonna trust the good-looking lady at the market.
Classic Rex. I mean, but he should know he can't get close to anyone or they die. It's just the worst. In the enemy phase, Hunters Hunt. So the thing that follows heads into the Valea, into the outskirts of the village, but will then, of course, sense Rex has gone elsewhere. And the Strix are now hunting Wendy.
Yeah.
But they're aloof, at least, so you're free to... Well, playing cards is still a bit of a thing, but at least there's that. Upkeep brings us... it readies all of our cards and draws me a card and a resource.
Rub it in, won't you?
Hey, look, it's not like that, man. It's not like that. Okay, which brings us to 2 out of 3 Doom on one of these. Again, the Knights. Rex out in the ranch, preparing to steel himself to head into the graveyard. Maybe he can find something there. Maybe. High alert. Attach this to the nearest location with a townsfolk story asset, which is the one I'm on right now. Obviously, after having broken into a few barns... looked in a few barns. The farmer is now on high alert here. You cannot discover clues at this location, including clues on townsfolk. That's...
Luigi and Mario hate people. They're like...
Clearly. Nope. Well, they certainly hate English or American guys who refuse to learn Romanian. That's... Okay, so on high alert here at the ranch, I'm going to get the hell out of here.
Well, desertion. Well, that's fitting. If you do not have an interpreter in your play area, desertion gets search. Remove an interpreter in your play area from the game.
I mean, I'm shocked that Vasile stuck around this long.
Yeah.
He wants to blow up a witch in this town square. And he was like, that's fine. Whoa. Investigating people? Come on, that's too much.
Those are my people.
Exactly. Well, that is tragic.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Vasil is an interpreter.
Yes, he is. Yeah, so he's been removed from the game. Tragic.
He did nothing.
Yeah, you did nothing for me. Oh, yes, yeah. Good shout. You'd think it would be their, oh my god. What are they called? Anyway, you'd think it would be on the card, but instead it is the title. Yes. Okay, we're back around. Thankfully not too scary. My hope is that I'm going to try to go and get more evidence from the cemetery. And I don't know about Wendy. Wendy!
Doctor is gonna hunt and deal some damage.
Yes. Yeah, a little scary for sure.
Well, it's only 2 damage and 1 horror, so... I could preemptively go to Dr. Grigore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, yeah. If you were waiting for him to come to you, I mean, I'm sure there's tons to do in terms of preparing for him. There's also the butcher shop to sort of maybe manage if you're interested in
but
done it.
Also, now I need an interpreter from the town
Oh, for
square.
him, yeah, but I guess I'm probably the one clearing the
Oh,
off,
right.
high alert and all that. I mean, that's...
You only need butcher shop cleared, not the person.
Because I think you're going to get meat.
Right. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna preemptively handle the Doctor.
Nice.
Let's see. Heroic Blade does have the 3 action ability.
Oh,
This
yeah.
attack deals plus 3 damage.
Yeah.
That's not quite enough.
It's not quite enough. So he would still getcha.
Yeah. Moving and evading and stabbing is probably the best bet.
Certainly the safer one, yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that one. So, leaving the birds with the judge.
As you do.
You take care of them. I have a doctor's visit. Doctor's appointment, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, doctor.
Oh, well. It isn't Dr. Bones.
And I guess I'm just gonna evade 5 against 4. 5 against 4 isn't great, but I could commit a card. But I can also save it for Wendy's ability. This is always the thing.
It is always the thing, yeah. And the alert is the part that I think is scary for me personally, because like, obviously evading him means that it's then off because he'll be evaded.
Yeah. Or I could use track shoes and keep going.
Keep running. That's true.
But what am I gonna do then?
Yeah. Well, keep running. Talk to the innkeeper some more. I don't know how useful that is. Well, what's the what are our goals right now, right? We're looking for more evidence so we can try to see who's trustworthy. And otherwise, I guess the sort of side objective is deal with high alert, butcher shop, Danet, but I don't know if we'll have time, unfortunately.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
need clues anyway, so
Yeah,
I might as well go to the butcher. Actually, I could use the track shoes to go to the butcher shop now.
Yes, you could have also gone straight there from the courthouse, I suppose, is the other.
Yeah, but that would still leave Dr. Grigore.
Yeah, I think track shoes is useful if you were like, I'm just going to run to the monastery and then get him to come this way and kind of kite him a bit over there.
All right, I'm just gonna check these because I can't afford anyone.
I've forgotten every round as well. I mean, being sleep deprived is no laughing matter.
If I move straight to the butcher shop, I could try twice to get the clues and then take a hit from Grigore.
High alert is the card that's preventing that from happening.
Yeah. But if I fail this evade, then I take the hit from Grigore and then I take another hit from Grigore.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. So the other possibility is he doesn't retaliate, so fighting with the blade, you're right that the enemy phase would still be potentially quite bad, but that's a possibility as well.
True.
Decisions.
It's always 4-4. I could also commit 1 card and then I have 1 card left for Wendy's ability.
True. Yeah, that's true. I guess the question is, like, if you evade him, then you'll have to evade him again next turn. I guess unless you hit him and then kill him next turn. Yeah.
Yeah, evade and stab now. But if he comes to me, he'll hit me anyway. Then I'll be at 5-5 against 7-7. But then I can stab him 3 times, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Because now if I evade, deal 2 damage, then next turn I need to use 2 actions to kill him anyway.
Right, as opposed to, triple action this turn, take a hit, and then next turn you still have to use an action, which is like, I guess that's kind of annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the...
I could start working on the butcher shop anyway. Because it's all the same if he attacks me here or there, because I need to use the whole turn to kill him anyway.
Right. I see what you're saying. So you could move to the butcher shop and try to get the high alert off, and then I'll have to loop back around to help with the clues, potentially, but hopefully I could do that. That might be useful.
It's a free action for track shoes, possibly.
Yes, but you don't need to track shoes because you can just walk from the courthouse to the butcher shop directly if you would prefer to do that.
Yeah, true. Screw it. Wendy never backs away from a fight anyway, so
screw it. Let's go.
Just stab the guy.
Yeah.
Time to put the blade against the scalpel, I guess.
Because he's a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you a couple of medical procedures. It's blood you want, is it? So 6 against 4. Heroic blade. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. And let's just stab again.
Let's stab again.
That's a -1.
Yes, it is. The Path of Power comes in handy as Wendy, channels her, I guess, power, her blood magic power into the heroic blade.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, stab.
That is pretty good, actually. Quite
You
nice.
made me bleed my own blood.
How dare you? Yeah. Meanwhile, in a very different part of the world here, Rex is steeling himself to move. Exactly, Osab. And I think the Dr. Surgeon taught me this one. Oh, Stabitha! Rex is steeling himself to move into the cemetery. At night? I can't believe it. Yes?
Oh, when it's revealed. Yeah.
Phew! Thank you for that, by the by. I'll, of course, in the graveyard is the place where Rex feels the sudden weight in his pocket of a tarot card given to him by a young woman, a young girl, perhaps even Wendy, so long ago. Death can mean the end, but it can also be a new beginning. Third action, I'm going to use research notes to try to grab both of these clues, which means I'm testing at 6-0 with research notes, and let's see if I can get that done. 6-0, -3. I will spend both my evidence to grab these clues, and then it can be a new ending, but it can also be a new beginning. Let's see if I look for evidence among and within the graves. All right, Rex, what do we got? Circumspect. If there is a matching moon symbol in play, draw the revelation card with the matching symbol. Of course not, though. So, we've managed to... Rex has managed to uncover... Well, I mean, a couple of pieces of evidence, but 6 of the 8 symbols have now been revealed. And only 2 matches, which is kind of fun. But that's that, I suppose. I don't have another action because I didn't use press pass, so I'll leave it there. That's me. Indeed. In the enemy phase, Hunter's Hunt. The thing that follows Rex through the ranch. Maybe he'll manage to get out somehow.
And the good doctor... interesting technique.
Allow me to show
Let
you
me show
mine!
you mine.
Yeah, there it is. Look out!
It's basically a knife fight in the town square.
Oh, God. Well, another one, yeah. I'll point out Chalice of Blood siphons, which I think you might find valuable at some point. Flour, that was the first thing I ever did.
Why not?
On the channel, so I actually did put little on YouTube. I think they're only highlight reels rather than VODs, but you can find them there. There was a lot of fun playing Surgeon Simulator. It was a lot of fun.
And then we go to upkeep.
Yes, indeed, we go to upkeep. Okay, things are looking. I'm gonna say up, but you know what I mean. They're looking anyway.
Well, they're looking at least.
They are looking at least. As day dawns, or rather, sorry, I'm going to advance the agenda.
Oh.
I'm going to assume day dawns, but we're going to see what it does, actually, because you never know. Desperate reprieve. You made it through another night. As the sun rises, you breathe a sigh of relief. You learned a great deal about the horrors visited upon this place, but can you find a way to stop it? Shuffle the night encounter discard pile, blah, blah, blah. Shuffle the day encounter and put it into play. So the night disappears, the day reappears. Flip all townsfolk story assets to their day sides, which means they can be spoken to, some of whom only if you have interpreters. Agenda 6A, allies and enemies. You're not sure how long you can survive in this place without help. It's time to make a decision. But who can you trust? It's got the same things, and there's only 3 doom on this encounter card, which means certainly Rex is up to a point where he might want to just go and might just take a wild stab here and see what happens. Exactly.
Yeah, there is another one, but
but and there's as pointed out, yes, the monastery has victory and power on it, but getting that might be a lot of work. We'll see. Rex has managed to find a lot of things out here, including some evidence in the cemetery. The corpses are very circumspect, not speaking much. Let's see what daytime horrible encounter is drawn. Oh, it's a faux pas. If there's at least one unrevealed location evidence attached to a location, which there is, the one on Butcher Shop, I believe.
Oh, right.
I think, yeah. Yeah. Attach faux pas to the nearest townsfolk story asset. Oh, yeah, okay, so it just attaches to the nearest townfolk story asset, and I can't talk to him. This guy, it's the farmer, is the nearest. There's a lot of cards here.
Yeah,
so,
highlighted faux pas.
Well, I mean, the faux pas was breaking into his barn, basically, but...
Yeah.
I think it might be Flower. We'll have to see.
Luckily, we got to the day side, because...
Yeah, jeez Louise, the night is scary. Let's see what the day brings. Uh-oh.
That was the Sturgis.
Well, they are following the doctor, or perhaps Wendy. Who knows?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Heroes.
Yeah.
If I fail, die.
Yes. So, I mean, you know what the answer to that is.
Well, it's 3 on 4. I don't have anything.
Chalice of Blood?
Oh, right.
I don't know if this is the best. Well, I mean, I guess it's you die otherwise. So maybe it is the best time.
Yeah, because if I fail this, I die. So, +1 for every 2 power rounded up, and I have 5. So plus 3.
+3. Pretty good.
Yeah. 7 against 3 then.
All right.
Go.
Wendy. Beautiful.
Okay, fine.
They're the Sturges? What are they called? Anyway, they're Sturges are no match for Wendy Adams.
I'm dealing with someone here.
Excuse me. Yeah, exactly.
So my plan is kill the doctor, go get the clues, go get donut.
My plan is to run. I think I have to just run thrice, and then probably come and help with the butcher shop if help ends up being needed, and then I will at the very last second run in and spend
Yeah,
some
last.
clues on. Yeah, on. I will YOLO yeet myself at the judge.
Yeah, the other option is to run to Yeda and get the clues and advance Yeda. But we have no idea.
I am concerned about the parlay test on her as well, just because my willpower is not as good as my intellect. But I can tell you
Yeah.
that I think it's going to be a very easy run for me just on my turn. I really can't see me doing anything else. I think I'm just going to move 3 times and come to the town square.
Yeah, it's. Shall we flip a coin who we should clear before you move? Because I'm sure we can clear the inn if we want.
It's a good point, Roger Twy. Nothing bad ever. Definitely not the explosion of blood raining down that has marked the end of several witches here. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
So my only concern about that, Crosshair, is that I think you're going to have a better time getting the clues off of her. So I will be doing nothing. I'll be getting I'll be trying to get the victory point off the monastery.
Yeah,
and he's already and the judge is already clueless, so to speak.
Yeah, so we can do that act in one go. Like, just have to get there.
Yeah, we just have to be there, exactly.
So that's as long as you're 3 steps away from the judge, bien.
Yes.
So
yeah. And the other kind of concern is like if you're thinking about the donut and the butcher shop and so on and so forth, I feel like I should be in that corner of the map to sort of assist with it as best I can.
Yeah, but it still comes down to, do we want to go for Yeda or the judge?
And while I generally would be happy with a coin flip, one of them actually requires work and the other doesn't, is my only thought. So like, well, yeah, do we trust Yeda and do we trust the insomniac?
Yeah, but the like work aside, like because that's the choice we have to make. Like, we can clear Yeda, I'm sure of it.
Well, I mean, then as you say, then it's a coin flip, right? It's mostly just like, yeah. Well, I guess let's talk actions then. We have a couple turns left before the agenda advances. I know you want to.
And also, if we go with a judge, there's a possibility to get donut. So
true. I think that's a good point actually.
Also, there's a red failure up at the market. What are the chances? I'm just gonna jinx it right now.
You gotta say it out loud, otherwise, if we don't say it.
That the courthouse also has a red one, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the judge and.
And I will eat the consequences. I will not eat a hat, but I will.
I should probably do things first, just in case you're not here. If I have to do something that activates the
causes the chaos of the chaos peddler. Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Well, basically, I'm gonna first action use the sanguine lexicon to draw a card. And then I'm gonna discard exploit weakness and backpack. That's an event.
It is.
And gain 1 resource, deal 1 damage, kill the doctor. Doctor hasn't studied the books well enough.
Clearly not.
He can join with Yolanda in the pool of cement and blood.
The Strixes are just cawing, triumphantly, watching all of the blood spilled in the town square.
And second action, butcher shop. Third action, clear high alert.
Okay.
So test agility 5 against 3.
You weren't the one that put them on high alert in the first place, so makes sense that Wendy can help clear it.
And that's a night card, so...
Oh yeah, perfect. So it goes in the... Yeah, correct. And I think very simply Rex is just going to 1, 2, 3, run back, sprint back to the town center. Okay, Flower, thank you. I appreciate your prediction of the judge being the safe one because he has the most trustworthy face. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little creepy here.
I would have gone with Mario, to be honest.
This guy looks super trustworthy. Just that we have run into some trouble talking to him so far.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't trust a farmer, and I wouldn't trust a butcher if I was in this situation, so...
Yeah, do you think the cult that runs this town hires? The cult doesn't hire anybody. Do you think they recruit educated people or less educated people? That's my question.
Yeah, because if I had to bet, it would be Yeda that has the good ending, because that was the first place that we were at, so we could have ended the whole thing there. So.
And she seems pretty nice. Yeah. And we wouldn't have done anything else, especially not kill multiple Strigoi blood enemies. Well, that was my whole turn. I don't have anything else to do, so I will... yeah, that's it. So, in the enemy phase, the thing that follows... I guess we cut away to a distant shot of the thing creeping back into the outskirts of the town, following Rex. The Strixes, however, are still in the town square, lapping up blood as we move to upkeep.
I'm not sure if I used the underworld market.
I don't think you did this past turn, and I forgot about it too.
Yeah, so I'm just...
right away, just... That's super fair. Okay, that's upkeep, which means Doom. Mythos phase takes us to 1 out of 3 Doom. This is where things get a little tricksy-docious. Let's go ahead and see what Rex finds here in the town square. Oh, he's a night guy. So I think that was... that must have been a mistake. Oh, when he was defeated, I probably reshuffled him in.
Yeah.
There's a forced effect here. Yeah, the night cards should go in the night deck. So, there we go. I will redraw that one. Delirium.
Oh.
Of course, Rex is delirious from not having slept for days and trying to put all these pieces together. This is the one Wendy had before. Committing 1 or more cards, I have to take damage or horror, but if they have a wild icon, I don't have to, which is nice.
And at the butcher shop, there's some lost in translation. Well, place 1 clue from the token pool to 2 nearest townsfolk story assets. Oh, crap.
Alright. Well, that's that.
Clue goes here, and clue goes here.
Okay.
So you...
Yeah.
There's some work now.
A little bit, yes. Yeah, well, I guess that's a thing, isn't it?
It's route 3, and I have investigation 3, so yeah.
Well, perhaps I could get in there and help you out a little bit.
True.
If you are interested, I would love to. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, there's still evidence here as well, which maybe we can pick up another clue, and maybe that'll help us decide what we need to do. Did I play a card or do anything? No. I'm going to, if you don't mind me starting then, Crosshare, Rex is going to run into the butcher shop. Not run. The day has dawned. It's daytime once more. Obviously, there are very scary things out and about, but hopefully he can find something here in the butcher shop. Perhaps the local
glad you're here. Yeah, glad you're here. This guy keeps screaming something about blood this, blood that, while Wendy is waving around a chalice of blood and a bloody knife.
Yeah, what is this guy on about? Ignoring perhaps Wendy's obsession with blood here. Blood for the blood god, RJ. That's what we need. This is a very bloody campaign. Rex's inquiring mind is directing him to try to find out more about the customs of this place. I'm going to investigate. I have 6 intellect, 9 with inquiring mind. Let's party. It's a success by 2, so I will get both of these clues.
Nice.
Yes. And then I'll free trigger learn about the customs. So he's asked some of the right questions. Even if the butcher can't understand him, some of the other people can. Let's go ahead. I will also, this will discard faux pas. Oh, that's another green one. That's too bad. Candid. Yeah. So people are finally candid here in the butcher shop. They're just here to talk about meat. We're looking at triangles. Are there any triangles in play? Are you serious? Nope. God damn. Wow.
We've had the best of luck with these ones.
Just the absolute worst. And I'm going to, last action, I think I'm just going to move up to the courthouse, and we're going to crack our knuckles and hope that Claudiu is not a horrible betrayer. At least for now.
Yeah, because we do still have time, but every turn is a risk after all.
Mm-hmm. But I also want to clear the path for Wendy to do what she needs to do.
Yeah. Well, Wendy's going to see that the butcher shop is backing away from the butcher, okay, CC, I understand.
CC, senor.
I'll be going now.
Yes. Oh, okay, no blood in the butcher shop.
God damn, I was just gonna borrow his meat cleaver.
I could use that,
If the butcher shop location is revealed and has no clues on it, which it doesn't, parlay. Offer a stray some scraps of meat, test brain tree. If you succeed, take the set-aside donut story asset and put it into play.
Donuts.
So,
we don't even know what it does. It's so exciting.
Nope.
Wendy wants a friend, as we've said.
Before I do that, I'm just gonna do a quick look-see-loo. Of my discard deck.
Mm-hmm. Very good, Osam. And what hole does the triangle go into? That's right. The circle. No. No, it doesn't. Oh, God. Find anything exciting?
Not really. I could use some icons, but
Tell me about it. Oh, icons. No, I was gonna say I could give you an icon, but then committing a card, Strix will fire, which is, again, we can talk about if that's useful or not. I don't know.
just checking that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try the 4 against 3 parlay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything to put into it, so.
That is what it is then.
Ooh. There's no Strix enemies, I don't
Pretty
think,
sure,
but...
yeah. I think we had already searched and there were no Strixes left, right?
But...
Oh. Yeah.
Am I going to redraw that or try again? I'm gonna try again. Yeah. Well, I failed, so encounter deck and discard pile for a Strix enemy and spawn it. I don't think there's any Strix enemies.
Oh. I will say I did in fact find one in the deck, and my question is whether you now want to redraw your token. I don't know what it does.
Oh, there is one.
Were they all in the day deck or the night? Yeah, they were all... Oh, 2 in the... Okay, some of them are day and some of them are night. I see the issue.
Okay, I thought they were all. Well,
yeah, no, I thought
then
so
I'm
too.
gonna.
My bad.
Then I'm gonna just throw away transport supplies and redraw that one.
Oh.
-1, reveal another one. Is this outskirts? No. Okay.
No, we're in the town square. No.
Well, that's a -4. Yeah, that's okay. Let's try again. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Look, hey, sometimes they don't want you to get a dog. Mistrich, good question. There are 3 scenarios left in this campaign, as near as I can tell. But we are nearing the end of this part just to see if there is anyone here that we can trust.
Yeah, not quite yet.
Yeah. The sad part is that
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that dog.
Of course. I think the sad part is that the sleep deprivation has meant that you've been like starved of resources, pun sort of not intended there, that you could then use to try to retake tests and stuff. It's too bad.
I haven't needed any resources or cards.
Well, the cards to
time
redraw the tokens is what I was thinking, because like I just feel like you've missed a few draws.
This was the first time I needed to use it.
True, but you would have used it on that test as well that you just. You know what I mean? Like I just mean like having cards and resources is no bad thing generally. So like,
yeah,
I'm not saying there's a solution, because double action discard sucks as well.
Yeah.
However, in the enemy phase, the hunters continue to hunt. The thing that follows towards Rex, but does not. It perhaps even shimmies right by Wendy. I don't know. The Strixes stay.
Oh.
Oh, what the hell is that? Rex back in the courthouse. I'm not going to say where it all began, but where he believes it will all end. As we go to upkeep, where we ready all of our cards and do what needs doing. Yeah, and then Mythos brings us to 2 out of 3 Doom. So this is, I believe, our last round, so we have to just decide what we're going to do. But I will first draw my encounter card. Oh, it's sleep deprivation for me this time. It's finally caught up to him. It makes sense. The delirium has given way to Rex essentially falling asleep on the books.
Yeah, basically now if Wendy gets delirious too, they're both like totally out of it. Oh, no.
Worse,
no.
Actually. Much, much, much worse. Well,
yeah, Wendy might be done here.
You can't see it, Crosshair, but I'm saluting you. I'm saluting the luck that I want Wendy to have.
I don't need Rex's luck right now.
Oh, sorry, God. Yeah, no, take. Actually, don't take Scott's luck either. Take the regular luck of a regular person. There you go.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. You have to get donut though. You have time.
I don't actually think I do.
Damn it.
It's that frickin' personified curse. That's the real issue.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. It is what it is. Use an action and they do horror. Yep. That's Wendy done.
So tell me why Wendy has finally succumbed to the song of the Strixes. What's happened?
Probably just fell asleep in a alleyway or something.
Makes sense to me. They lulled her to sleep, perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, they've both been awake for 3 days, somebody fighting more than the other, somebody running around town.
Oh, yeah, oh no, I mean, let's be absolutely real. It's been devastating. For sure. Rex, meanwhile, of course, does not know that Wendy has succumbed to the sleep deprivation. He's going to make a final appeal to the other man who's quite sleep deprived here, Claudio Bacal, the judge. Let's see if he can maybe...
Yeah, don't fail 3 times.
No. You know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to analyze him. Ooh. Which works. All the same. You take a clue off of him. And then I think, Crosshair, with your permission, and with desperate, shaky breath, I'm going to spend 2 clues to advance conversation with him. Let's see what we can learn about Claudio Bacal. Advancing gives me an action, or sorry, spending clues gives me an action from Press Pass, which is nice. But maybe I won't need it. Oh.
No.
Without caution, you let slip too much. Reveal the top loyalty card under this townfolk and end the game. Reveal the top loyalty card under this townfolk. Well, I assume that's this. You explain the scourge of the blood cult that has beset Arkham, and your astral travels which brought you to this place. Perhaps you've said too much. Claudio Bacal, also an oath breaker. Perhaps it is the educated in the village. Rex believed that he could trust him, but he should have known better than to trust his gut. What does it say? Resolution 3? Resolution 3. Let's see what that brings here. If each investigator was defeated, we go to 6, but instead it said resolution 3. You tell your tale of horror and blood in Arkham. Your confidant, the judge, nods as though somehow nothing you've said so far is a surprise. You explain that you've traveled across the universe and back to put a stop to the Dragonescu family and its grisly cult. This evokes a bit more of a reaction. Then the real question comes. What do you hope to accomplish here? You look up the hill to Castle Dragonescu and answer, to understand the extent of the evil there and end it. Come. You look up, and the judge is walking up the path towards the castle. You follow. As you approach the main gate, terror wells up inside of you as you fight the urge to turn around and flee. It seems with your companion's local influence, you're allowed right up to the castle entry unmolested. As you enter, however, you notice your guide silently gesturing towards you as a guard enters the room. Perhaps this wasn't the right choice, after all. Record in the campaign log, you have confided with an oath breaker, and then proceed to resolution 7.
While Rex again is taken away by guards or cops or something, Wendy is just having a nap in the town.
Classic. Oh, I mean, that just means she's going to come save me, right?
Yeah, of course.
Something like that. Resolution 7. You are more determined than ever to put a stop to the blood cultists. Okay. I'm going to read this first point. I'm so sorry. If the Danet story asset is controlled by an investigator, they may either add it to their deck as a story reward, or find Danet a good home and earn 1 XP. It's really sweet. Check the campaign log. If you have recorded the entry, Nicolae Dragonescu has perished, cross it out. But we hadn't written that. Alice Walcott, Albert Hennig, they're both gone. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory X, and we earn power equal to power X in the victory display. So let's have a look if there's anything exciting here.
A victory.
Yeah.
I don't think locations had victory points.
Just the monastery, I think, was the one that didn't end up with time enough to go get it, unfortunately. 3 XP.
Yeah, and I can show this one.
Yeah, let's have a look, see at what you got going on there. What is that? What is this blood magic business?
Basically,
God.
At the end of turn, deal 1 horror to investigator at your location and place 1 horror on blood magic. If it has 1+2 on blood magic, if it doesn't have that, take 1 physical or mental trauma or earn 1 fewer experience. Otherwise, gain 1 power.
Well, +1 permanent
So-
power for Wendy.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
And 1 mental
Mental
trauma from the defeat, I believe.
There will be questions, I think, on how best a investigator with 3 remaining sanity and a weakness that deals direct horror will be able to deal with that, and I think it's worth considering XP. Well, yeah, liquid courage is definitely
Liquid
a big
courage.
answer. Are there other options for Wendy Adams as well? We'll see. Oh, the keepsake, of course.
There is keepsake,
That's nice
and
as well.
I believe. Oh, that's pretty much. Oh, right. I do have thermos as well.
Mm-hmm. But she's on her own, so there's no, allies or anything. Just she's on her own out here. Not scared, but perhaps alone in this moment. Oh, Rex, you confided in the wrong guy. So sad.
I want to see donuts.
I was about to say, I think we should, even if it is going to make us sad. I'm pulling out the dog. There he is.
It would have.
Oh, what a good dog.
Oh, right.
Oh my god. Literally perfect. Oh my god.
And pet the dog as well.
Oh, you can even pet the dog. When an enemy moves into or spawns at your location, you can remove him from the game. Not exile him, but like remove him from that game to exhaust that enemy. So
Yeah, so
takes a chunk out of
it
someone.
would have been +1 agility and action to heal 1 horror.
Yeah, that's
But that being said, Wendy would have looked for a new home for Donut. I think
Aw.
so.
That's nice.
Like, he has a cat already.
Oh right, of course, yeah. She can't have a dog and a cat at the same time.
Yeah, so he has a cat, and even if, like, mechanically I would take that in a heartbeat, thematically, well, the dog will find a home anyway.
Yeah, for sure. I have to ask, do you think it's worth us checking Yeda? Just because you were, I'm sure, correct that she was trustworthy. Or do we leave it and just leave it as a mystery forever?
With a spoiler warning to those watching, to maybe we check it
Off the stream?
off the stream or end the stream. Like, basically, if you don't want spoilers for these things, stop watching now.
Yeah. Say goodbye. Stop watching. If you're watching them on the VOD as well, I'll try to remember to put a timestamp here. But I'm curious, mostly because, as you pointed out, you called it, so I'm presuming that you were correct. But we should.
It's the law of Arkham that the first place we were at, we could have ended it all there, but...
Now, would you care to do the honors?
Which this one?
Yeah.
If I flip the whole thing...
It's a bottom cover that prevents you
that's
from
cool.
looking at things that you shouldn't be looking at.
So, basically...
Ooh.
Yeah, suspicious and...
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so much
So
worse. That's scary.
So it really was the Mario Brothers that were the good ones.
Oh god. The ones that we would have had the hardest time kind of manage. I mean,
Wait.
look, it's just how the cookie crumbled. You know? We would have had a hard time managing them.
Yeda was a bad one. That was a bad one. And Daciana was the green one that was still bad.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah. Only by random happenstance, the butcher and the farmer that are the only ones that you can directly contact with are the good ones.
Now that's, of course, a totally random bit of, that's just how the cookie crumbled this time. I will say, from a mechanical perspective, well, for a while I was like, oh man, there's no enemies. Like, what's this scenario all about? I really like the sort of mechanic of get clues from these locations so that you can get some evidence that maybe will match up with other evidence when you talk to some people, and like someone can go over here and talk to this guy and someone can go over here. The mechanic of trying to figure out who you can trust really came through in the scenario, and that's really cool for me.
Yeah, and there was a bit too much of like enemies and sleep deprivation that takes 2 actions to get rid of and all that stuff. But also, if I didn't have sleep deprivation, I would have pulled out these 2 in returns.
These 2. Sorry, where are you? There you go. Oh God! Oh my gosh! Of course, the other weaknesses. Yeah. That would have been bad too. So small whatever the word is that I'm looking for there.
Small blessings, if you will.
Exactly. That said, sorry, yes, I've already gone to the other screen here, but for folks who are watching, that was Crosshair was revealing that sleep deprivation prevented him from drawing in the upkeep phase, but would have drawn into both of the other weaknesses in his deck pretty soon. So, in a way. At any rate, folks, thank you. It's been a really crazy scenario. I'm obviously, devastated that Rex confided in Oathbreaker. But, I mean, perhaps I'm not that surprised. And now we're moving on to the Jaws of the Dragon, which, of course, being, out of the frying pan into the fire situation. And that brings us to the end of the stream for today. We are going to be back with some more Arkham. It should be next week, I believe. And you can join us for another session of Montreal by Moonlight tomorrow on RPG Clinic at 2 p.m. But before that, in just about an hour and a half's time, you can join us for the start of a brand new Drew Crew on Elizabeth's channel. Drew Crew is where Liz and I read Nancy Drew books with funny voices and mock it mercilessly for being silly. And people in the chat join in on that. And also we learn stuff, which is always a good time. So join us for that if you can, and if you're interested. I think that's all about I have to say. Crosshair, I appreciate all of what we did today because I think it was really fun. And yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, it was fun, even if at the end we failed miserably, and some failed twice.
Correct, yes. I mean, that is devastating, but it's also... You know what I'm going to say, because that's what we always say here on this channel.
It's Arkham.
That's Arkham. Exactly. Because it is. I mean, sometimes you're not going to find the right solution, and sometimes that story's going to come first. That said, thank you all for joining us today. Hope to see you next time on Doomed. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.